Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Brittany of Britzy Thrift. I'm a reseller on Poshmark as well as eBay, and welcome to December What Sold. So I'm going to go through what sold for me on my Poshmark and my eBay. So let's just get right into it. The first thing to sell for me on Poshmark was this beautiful Sue Wong size 4 handkerchief metallic silk blend asymmetrical dress. This sold for $80. I believe it was 100% silk. And out of that, I received $64. I just thought it was such a beautiful dress. And I remember even the cashier complimented me on the dress when I took it to checkout. So I think this is a good brand, especially if it's like really colorful like this. Next, we have this Kerrits, spelled Kerrits. This is a size small, sort of like a plush horse print equestrian. Well, it is an equestrian brand, so a lot of their stuff has to do with, like, riding breeches and anything horse related. This sold for $26 and I got $20.80. And for whatever reason, I just like the brand. I've sold it before, and it just catches my attention whenever I see it. Then I sold this beautiful Crown and Ivy. This is a new tag size 18W plaid red pink metallic skirt. I personally love Crown and Ivy. I feel like it's almost in the realm of Lilly Pulitzer with like the colors and things that are used. A lot of times it catches my eye, but then it doesn't have the best resale value, and I usually have to kind of sit on it for a while. So like the other day when I went shopping, I saw this beautiful size large, like just totally sequenced out top, and it was just gorgeous, and I was like, oh my god, that is so Crown and Ivy. But when I checked the comps, it was only selling for like $20, and I was like, no matter how pretty it is or how big it is or the condition can be new at tags, it still just doesn't sell the best. So this sold for $23, and out of that I got $18.40, and that's not bad. I'm happy with it, but it's not, I'm trying to focus very much so on getting things that move a lot faster. So just leaving behind more of the bread and butter type of things. Not that I don't appreciate bread and butter, it's just that I really want to try to move it along. Next, I sold this too. So this was a concept that I was trying out where I was lotting together similar items in my closet, and this so happened to be two new tag extra large J. Jill Tranquility fleece tops. One was burgundy or maroon, and the other one was blue. This sold for $30, and I got $24 out of that. So that's pretty cool. Like if you find something where somebody has donated, two or three of the same thing, and you're like, you know what you paid for it. Like if I paid $5 a piece for them to sell them together for $30, you're getting your profit and you're moving out two items as opposed to waiting on, each one to sell individually. Then we have this Columbia size 4T black reflectivity bibbed snowsuit. This was for boys. It was a 4T, and it sold for a pretty good amount. This was for $38, and I got $30.40. So every now and then I will go through the kids section, and if I see something that looks pretty good, like if it's brand new and I know it's a decent brand, and it's like in this case it's functional, people need snowsuits for when they go on vacation, or just if they live in an area that has a lot of snow. It's a pretty good pickup, and so that was a good flip. This is another good flip. This is a Chico's. This is called the Williana shawl wrap. It was blue and it had metallic strings woven into it. It was an abstract print, very pretty, had the tassels at the end. I grabbed this out of the $2 bin, and it sold for $33, and I got $26.40. Here's a bag I've had for a while. This is called Mila M.I.L. whatever, Mila, made in Los Angeles, Luxe Pine Green leather tote bag. This sold for $35, and out of that I got $28. The comps look really good, and it did get attention, but it still took a while to sell. Next, we sold this pair of Crocs size 10 Gianna disc black slip-on ballet flat shoes. So just a typical black flat comfort shoe, but it did have the little metallic emblem on the toe, kind of like what is it, Tory Burch. And this sold for $24, and I got $19.20. I have moved away from shoes. At this point, I kind of don't even care what shoe it is. I just do not want to sell shoes. They're clunky. They sometimes have a smell to them, and you got to disinfect them, and it's just, I'm kind of over the shoe thing, so I'm trying to move out my shoes. The other day, I would have bought one pair of shoes, only because I could tell they were brand new, but I think somebody hid the other ones so people couldn't buy it. So I was like, oh well, I don't want shoes anyway. But It was pretty cool because it was like a Converse ballet flat. So it had the Converse rubber sole, but then it was like a, you know, kind of like this at the top. And I was like, that's really unique. And I could tell that it had not been worn, but again, somebody chose to hide it. So next we have this Mucros extra extra small Trinity Kids tweed 100% wool green herringbone derby hat. This sold for $10. I liked it because it was, you know, tweed, and I thought it was pretty cute. I even had my son model it in the pictures. So yeah, it sold, maybe not for the most, but it sold. Next, I sold this new tag Eddie Bauer size large. This is called the WR Camp Fleece Hoodie Wrap, and beautiful purple. So for $39, and out of that I received $31.20. Then I sold this Nike Dry Fit black size small pink pull-on flare leg fitness pant for $23, and out of that I received $18.40, and that was a $2 bin pickup. Then I have this bundle. This is a St. John Basics by Marie Gray, and there's a lot more in this. Okay. St. John Basics by Marie Gray. It was a black, sort of had a tie belt around the waist, metallic long sleeve knit top. Then there's also this Nuitag Fuzzy Baba Mushroom Slipper Shoes. Jabu by Jambu 8.5 tied red shoes, which are really cute. Then I have a handbag of holding Think Geek 2015 faux leather croc embossed beautiful red bag, satchel bag. And lastly, this Walt Disney World Grumpy embroidered sort of like a mohawk style winter hat. This sold for, the offer price was for $130, and out of that I received $104. So that was pretty amazing. Then I sold this pair of EMU size 9 brown boots for $20, and I received $16. And a Nuitag Levi's size 13 super low slim fit 507 slightly tapered jean for $24, and I got $19.20. I sold this Nuitag J. Crew size 8 blue floral lace button-up top for $20, and out of that I received $16. This is a blank Dunhill size T2, so they had interesting sizing. I'm not sure what to call it. It's not exactly vanity, but I don't know. And I said that it equates to a size 38. I don't know. Anyways, somebody knew what they were getting. This is a pair of white 100% cotton crop pull-on pants I sold for $24, and I got $19.20. Then I sold these Sorel size 10 Danica brown side zip ankle boots for $64, and I got $51.20. I remember I picked up 2 of these boots at the same time. I think they were a different color, but this is the second of the pair to go, and I'm happy with the sale. This is really good. I probably only paid like $6 for the boots, and so to flip them for $64 is just awesome. Out of the $2 bin, another great sale. This is a Nuitag Giver, Giver, well, Give, what do you call it? Apostrophe. This is crazy. I'm a mass communications major, but like, if I don't practice like grammar and everything, it does start to get foggy. So whatever that symbol is, and then a R, size medium yellow frontier leather mittens. These are really pretty, bright sunshine yellow. They sold for $70, and I got $56. Then I sold this pair of Timberland size 2 youth 6-inch heritage waterproof black camo boots. Sold for $30, and out of that I got $24. Oh, you know, December was a good month for socks. I remember that, like warm alpaca socks. So this is the first one to sell out of that. This is called the Sweet Packas by Happy Yak large gray baby alpaca blend socks. I don't know if I paid like $2 for these or if they charged me 99 cents, but in any case, it was worth it. They sold for $20, and I got $16. Then I sold this Paige size 30 Nelly vintage orange poppy jeans for $25, and I received $20. It's weird because I think I put a disclaimer in there saying, like, even though the official name is actually saying orange, it looks pink to me. So I don't know, just kind of weird wording for the color. Then there was this Walmart pickup. I think I paid like $2. This is a Sublime Youth size 10-12 orange sun hoodie. sold for $19 and I got $15.20. Here's another alpaca pair of socks. This is called Paca's Women's Medium Large or 8.5 to 11.5 gray alpaca blend socks. These sold for $10 and I got $7.05. Again, another $2 bin pickup. Then we have the original Muck Boot Company size 6 purple plaid black tall boots. Usually people use these for like hunting or when they're, you know, like out in the woods and they step in like mud and all that stuff. These sold for $30 and I got $24. And usually in the past I've sold these in worse condition for way more, but these sat around for a really long time and I'm not sure why. So that's why I was like, okay, again, out with the shoes. I'm done with them. I got my money back, so I'm happy. Here's a can waist 1 or 24, so pretty small size. Had these for a very long time. These are a black distressed jean short that sold for $9. I just wanted to get them out of my inventory. I paid $2 for them, and out of that I received $6.05, so got my money back plus profit. But would I do it again? No. Here's another sock sale. This is 2 pairs of 1-pack Fair Isle soft High Sierra Micro Extreme knee high socks that I sold for $13 and I got $10.05. I think these came from Ross. I believe I probably paid like 49 cents a piece for them. By the way, I'm filming this on the Thursday before the 49-cent sale, or, you know, markdown. It's not really a sale, but it's a huge markdown that's supposed to occur on Monday the 26th. The only problem is we are expecting in my area and many other states nearby a lot of ice and a lot of snow. It's supposed to be a big winter storm coming in and everybody's running to the supermarket trying to get all their stuff and prepare. Usually in my area, everybody goes for the milk and the eggs and the bread. And, you know, they, you know, you got to charge up your phones and everything just in case we lose power and all that. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, but what about the Ross 49-cent sale? Because like I said, it's supposed to come in on Saturday and all this ice and everything, and the sale is supposed to be on Monday. So I'm not gonna risk it. If it's too dangerous, I'm not going. But that's just the luck of the draw. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that just made me think of this because I was thinking like, oh, 49-cent socks. Oh yeah, that's coming up again. Here's a $2 bin pickup. This is a really cute Brooks Heritage Run Mary Palm beanie. One size fits all. New with tags. Did I say? Yeah, $2 bin. Sold for $24 and I got $19.20. So great flip. Here's another Monster Jam Las Vegas, Nevada World's Finals Youth sweatshirt. I picked up a bunch of these and they are starting to move out. This one sold for $15 and I got $12. I paid $1 a piece for these from Walmart. They had, I guess, a bunch of overstock and they just marked them all at $1. Here is a Levi's size medium blue trucker jean jacket for $48. Out of that, I received $38.40. Then I sold a Nuitag Max Studio size small red floral sleeveless faux wrap dress for $16 and I received $12.80. Here's another Page, but this is a Page Rosy HW size 29 gray leopard jeans. These sold for $24 and I got $19.20. Another sock sale. This is a Nuitag World's Softest Socks. Size 6 to 11. These had little Cinnabons on them and hearts. Very cute, very plushy and warm. These actually sold for $17 and I got $13.60 and that came out of the $2 bin again. So I gotta remember, December is a very good sock selling season. Next we have this pair of Current Elliott size 28 crop straight jeans. These sold for $23 and I got $18.40. Here's a $2 bin pickup, 100% cashmere. So this is part of my cashmere thing where I was like running around grabbing up anything that was cashmere. And I have to say, even if it doesn't sell, each piece doesn't sell for more money, it still moves because people just like cashmere. And I don't think it's something that's found very easily at like, you know, you're not going to find it at Walmart. And I mean, you might find it at TJ Maxx, Marshalls or something like that. But I do think that people are on the lookout for it in the winter season. So I was like, well, if I can find it for cheap, I'm going to pick up cashmere sweaters, cashmere hats, cashmere scarves, whatever I can find. And this is one of them. So 100% cashmere, made in Scotland, red plaid fringe tassel scarf. This sold for $24 and I got $19.20. Here's a pair of Fly London size 39 brown boots. Sold for $25 and I got $20. They used to sell for a lot more. hence why I have had them for so long. So, but again, another pair of shoes out of my inventory, so I'm happy about that. Here's a good run, Joden. Might be mispronouncing that, but that's just how I say it. Size medium, 100% linen taupe pants. Very nice lag and look brand. I will always pick it up. This sold for $30 and I got $24. Here's a men's Lucky Brand New Attack Double XL Black Cloud Soft V-neck cashmere blend sweater. This sold for $20 and I received 16. Here is a, oh, this is really cool because I had dropped this on eBay, I think. So this is a vintage Laura Ashley size 4 floral silk blend button front. Very pretty, beautiful dress. It looked very, you know, old school, just very sweet. And I don't know, I guess you could put all those words in there like fairy core and I don't know. It's just so feminine and pretty. But anyway, I had dropped it to like $100 on eBay and I forgot to drop the price on Poshmark and somebody decided to go ahead on and buy it. So $119 on Poshmark, and out of that I received $95.20. I remember where I got this. This was in a haul. Some lady donated all of her dresses and she was very good about fashion. Like she had like a lot of just unique pieces and I sold all of them that I picked up from her collection that she donated that I got that day. All of them sold for excellent profit, and this is one of them. She just had very good taste. Lots of them had linen. It was kind of lagging looky or either like unique and vintage. And so if she donates again, I would love to read it. I would love to go through her things. Here's a Trip NYC by Dang Goodman, size small red corset tutu lace-up dress. Very cool, very goth. Sold for $75, and out of that I received $60. Then I sold this Torrid 6X super soft sleep V-neck long sleeve top for $24, and out of that I received $19.20. This was a $2 bin pickup as well. Here's a New Attack Arctics 3X plum purple convertible trail pant, 29-inch inseam, sold for $19, and then I got $15.20. I love hiking pants. Doesn't matter if it's Patagonia or what, like if they're plus size and they're a pretty color and then if they're new with tags to boot, I usually kind of like to get it. Here's a Universal Standard size 26 high-rise flare black Sava 34-inch jeans, sold for $25 and I got $20. So I really love selling plus size. It just, to me, I feel like it just sells well. Here's a New Attack J. Crew size small long sleeve 100% cotton t-shirt that I sold for $20 and I got $16, and this was a $2 bin pickup. Another $2 bin pickup. This is a True Kind 2XL bra that sold for $15 and I got $12. So, oh, I didn't have that for very long, so that's cool. This got me because I fell in love with the little rhinestones on the side, but would I pick it up again? No. So I'm trying not to be so bedazzled by things that like, ooh, it's pretty. It's like, it doesn't mean it's going to sell or sell quickly. Usually everything sells, but it's like, I don't want to have it sitting for like 4 or 5 years. That's just too much. So this was a pair of jeans that I got a while ago. This is called Vibrant MIU. These are a size 3, so a pretty small junior size. Rhinestone stripe high-rise jeans, sold for $16 and I got $12.80. Here's something that I listed out of my death pile. I had it for a long time, not listed, and then I finally decided to put it up for sale, and then whoosh, it just went. So this is a pair of men's APC Petite New Standard size 30 button fly tan 100% cotton pants or jeans. They sold for $17 and I got $13.60. Then I have this pair of Crocs, which look very interesting to me. I think my son called them monster shoes or something. This is also in my death pile. There was nothing wrong with them. I think I meant to clean them up, and I was so overwhelmed by how many shoes I have, and I was like, oh, I don't care about another pair of shoes. I just don't. Finally went through my death pile, pulled them out, got them listed, and did not take long. They sold this. This is a pair of Crocs called Celine Bembury Polix. These are a men's size 10, women's size 12 blue clog shoes. They kind of look like Swamp Thing, the way that the design was on the upper. These sold for $70, and out of that, I got $56, which is great. Here's something that I picked up at by the pound. So I had this for a really long time, I think. Maybe like 2 or 3 years, but still, that's kind of a long time. This is a Norton McNaughton size 6 red plaid double-breasted military blazer jacket. Very pretty. I like the colors, and I was like, this has got to sell for Christmas, and it did. So sold for $21, and I got $16.80 out of that. So very cool. Okay, so that's it for Poshmark. Let's see what sold on eBay. Okay, so on eBay, I sold this Peruvian Connection size medium red 100% baby alpaca long sleeve dress for $28. I remember it had a flaw. I think it had a couple of little holes in it. But in any case, it still sold, and out of that, I received order earnings of $16.96. Then I sold this pair of Rock Revival size 31 henna easy straight blue embellished jeans for $35. I remember somebody messaged me and asked me if I would take a lower price of $35, and I was like, yes, sure. So I went on and sent them the offer, and they accepted it, which I don't mind, because I usually don't have offers open on my eBay listings. So if somebody wants something for, like, reasonably lower, I don't mind them sending me a message, and then, I'll just send them the offer that they want. So $35, and out of that I got $20.71. Then I sold this Vince medium mauve orchid pink boiled cashmere funnel neck sweater. This sold for $100, and out of that I received $77.56. So that's awesome considering I only paid $6. Then I have this pair of Oat New York, which I've sold before. It seems like it sells regardless of the size. This is a size 0 or a size 25. This is a pair of tan high-rise wide leg jeans. They sold for $45, and I got $31.35. More socks. So I got these from Walmart. They had a whole cart of them, and they were all marked for $1. And I picked up 4 of them, and I decided to lot them together. So $4 for this. They sold for $30, and out of that I received $17.97. So that's great. Then I sold this. Ooh, this is a good one. So I sold this Francis Valentine size small plaid wool Finley Stonegate blazer jacket. It sold for $140, and out of that I received $111.49. So that was incredible. I couldn't get it to sell on Poshmark, but again, that's why I like cross posting, because it gives you more eyes on your listings. Here's another really good one. So this is a Tibby size 31 classic denim Saatchi Carpenter jean. Sold for $140, and out of that I got $112.89. I just opened my eBay store the beginning of this month. It was something that I really wanted to do. Up until now, I've been just using like the 250 free listings that they give you every month. But I was like, you know what? I just want to be able to cross list and list until the cows come home. And so when you pay for, I think it's the basic store subscription that I have, you get like 1,000 free listings per month. And when they relist your listings, they take away one of your listings. So I used to have to get down to the end of the month, and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to stop listing or cross listing, because I know they're going to relist some of the listings that did not sell, and I would have to, make room for that. But now that I have 1,000 listings that I can do per month, I have plenty of room to just list. So I've been getting way more consistent with listing on eBay, and hopefully it pays off. And I'm just excited to be on both platforms, because it just makes me feel like better chances for higher sales. Then I sold this American Girl. This is called the Bitty Baby size 4 or 5 medium pink paisley kids pajama set. This sold for $49. This was a $2 bin pickup, and out of that I got $35.07. This is a rather disappointing sale, because it's supposed to be getting returned, but I don't know. So this is a Newitag Rag & Bone size 30 Nina black coated high-rise skinny jean that sold for $100. And out of that, I was supposed to be getting $79.41. However, the person opened a return, and okay, so I don't have returns open on my listings on eBay. Usually I don't have a problem, but I do feel like it's a possibility that this is a scam, because they open the return saying that the item does not match the description, which is pretty tough, because it's a Newitag pair of jeans, so it's not like they've been shrunk or damaged or anything like that. They were perfectly fine. And she's saying the pants were supposed to be skinny like the one I have had in the past, but it's too loose on my thighs and ankles. It was it was right size around my hips. So it's the right size, but something is wrong with the item's fit, which I don't think that's true. I just think that everybody's bodies are different. Even if she had other jeans that fit her a different way, I mean, what can I say? Rag and Bone described them as what they were. They said they were skinny. I can't help that they don't fit your body correctly. However, the bad thing about eBay is they are not like Poshmark when it comes to you being able to speak your piece. With eBay, they're kind of just like, as soon as the buyer opens up an item not as described, you pretty much just have to accept it. So I've accepted it. But the thing is, I don't know why. Okay, so I believe it was open January the 1st, the return, and they're giving her all the way to January the 28th to get the item back to me. And she's taking every bit of those days to get it back to me. And I've had that before where someone has waited all the way down to the very last day to get it in the mail, and they made up some weird excuse saying like, oh, I wanted to add extra insurance or blah 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 to it, and that's why it took me so long and all of that. And I'm like, no, something's wrong. I think maybe you're wearing my item, and then you're waiting all the way down to the very end to return it. So I'm nervous. It was $100 sale, so it was kind of a hit, but I'm like, okay, am I going to get the item back at all? If not, then hopefully, that means I don't have to do a return and I just get to keep the $100. But if she sends it back, it's like, okay, I've heard of people getting items back, like just a brick in a packaging or something, where they just put anything in there just to say they returned it. That's a scam. And then they also, like I said, if I've gotten things back before that have been like dirty, and I noticed that it wasn't even my item. It was just they put something in there that was similar enough that they could switch out my brand new item with their item. Just all kinds of weird stuff. So I'm pretty nervous. It wouldn't be so bad if, if it was a lower sale, but the $100 sale is just kind of like, ouch, But I mean, there's nothing you can do. I've already sent her the return label. If there's a problem when I get the item back or don't get the item back, then I will be sure to file an appeal or whatever you have to do. So it is what it is, but just showing the reality of reselling. Everybody gets returns. Try not to let it ruin your day, but it is what it is. Next, I sold this pair of Nuitag Orvis size small, black high-rise, soft fleece, wide waistband leggings. These came out of the $2 bin, and I sold them for $25, and out of that I received $15.80. Then I sold this Nuitag pair of LL Bean size 18 petite Casco corduroy green straight leg pants for $30, and out of that, sorry, my phone's going a little slow, it's like it's loading, but out of that I received $17.85. And that's it for eBay. So I had a pretty good month. I'm happy with the sales that I made. I had some high sales with $140 sales, and then I had some pretty good bread and butter sales. So I'm just going to continue to cross list, and well, I've been doing a little bit of shopping, so I think I'll probably do a haul video after this as well. Maybe after I get me some lunch or something. I don't know, but anyway, I hope your sales have been doing well. So that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to catch you in the next one.